with the story presented in chapter 9, the problems, needs, and issues with it on the micro level are the client living in the house and potential to damage it, and that would go like along with the agency, like their worry, and the mental health side of it, like that it means more than just a house to them, and that this needs to be somewhere at home and for them to stay and them to feel comfortable around their environment. Mezzo would an issue would be like no family support, like they don't have family to go to, and it's hard for them to get things like for the house and stuff like that, because like a house is a house, but the agency can't provide everything. Like they're doing the best they can, but for people to move forward, they need like a home, and like just to feel like this is a place where they belong. And also like the neighbors could be an issue, like just the surroundings in general would come into effect of the whole case. And the macro would be the whole community, like the community has to accept them, and communities like make or break mental health, like make sure they're moving forward, and the community that surrounds them needs to be uplifting to them, and just things like that. Issues that seem most important in consultancy are function or make sure that they are comfortable and that they are able to move forward with things like this, like the mental health side of it in this story. They need to have someone to trust and be able to be places where they're not, staying the same and they're not falling back. They need to be able to move forward. Resource management, they will look for different and unique resources for clients, because all the clients are different and not everything's going to work the same for them. So they need to work on just seeing what helps the client most, and just do their best to make sure they're doing better. In education, the process of how one gets better, the steps that one needs to take, the progression, and teaching them how to progress forward without them, teaching them what things work and what things don't work, and situations to be in and what not to be in. Consultancy is looking at social workers alike and having good knowledge, skills, and values. With empowerment, the client relationship is important. The relationship determines a lot of things for the clients. The relationship is the main thing, and with being a consultant, that's the first thing you do is try to create a relationship. And so making sure that you have the right tone and like asking the right questions to get them to open up to you a little bit and just deal that way. I would do substance abuse. The micro will be finding solutions, look at situations when they're using, what causes them to use, and different things like that. The mezzo would be find facility that they are comfortable in, and that they are wanting to go and not like forced. And the macro would be the setting goals, planning what their future looks like, and like a family in the future, and things like that, to making sure they're always moving forward. For resource management, the resources are located within the client, and interaction that relates to the empowerment of the relationship of them and the client. With the resources being found inside of the client and inside of people, this would involve for the relationship to be really important, because we have to find what resources they need, and you can't do that without the client. So that's really important right there. And then I would do abortion related to that. Micro would be letting the client know the process of abortion, and like not really like explicit, but letting them know like how it affect them later on, and just like the process of how they would have to get through that, and make sure they have someone to talk to on a personal level and that they're okay with it. Mezzo would think of the other options, look at resources from for the mom and make sure that she has everything she needs to feel comfortable, because you can't change their mind without looking at them first and just really focusing on them and what they need, and connect them with resources with adoption if that's something that is brought up. In macro is discuss how to avoid situations like this, not only to the client but to the public, and just to be able to help others around. In education, it is the central force in empowerment. It can provide a lot of needed info that will help emerge clients and relationships. With child abuse, the micro will be the team. They would teach the clients how it is wrong and how to get out of it. So some people that are in, not really the children, like the children, they know how to stick up for themselves. And child abuse also relates to the parents, and mainly it's maybe one parent, so the parent is getting abused as well. So to teach them that it is wrong and that they don't deserve it, because some of them convince themselves that it's what they deserve and that they can't get out of it, and this is the only way, and it's not. So to teach them that this is not the only way and that they can be better. Mezzo would be able to have better self-worth, so we treat themselves better because they haven't been treated well at all. So, and that would go on to help them when they're older and have a life and are all grown up. And the macro would be understand the child abuse issue and spread awareness of it.